Hi, Mark Russell Smith here at the Quad City Symphony offices, talking about the 100th anniversary season of the Quad City Symphony. For Masterworks 3, we're performing Mozart's G minor symphony, and the question came in, why do you love Mozart's music so much, and what makes his music so unique? Well, I think it's hard to find a musician who doesn't love the music of Mozart. We respect a lot of composers, but Mozart's music is lovable for a number of reasons. In Beethoven's music, you can hear the struggle, and for Beethoven, composing was a real struggle. But for Mozart, it's an entirely different story. I like to think of Mozart's music as coming straight from heaven. God gave the music to Mozart, and Mozart wrote it down, and therefore it's presented perfectly. The structure is perfect, the melody is perfect, the voicing is perfect. I mean, Mozart never made mistakes. If you see a manuscript of Mozart, there are no mistakes, unlike a manuscript of Beethoven where there are cross-outs and erasures, and it just poured out of him in such a natural way. And I think you can hear that in his music. As I said, the proportions work just perfectly, and the drama works just perfectly. Just when you're at your most sad, then Mozart turns the corner and you smile. And it's just a perfect way of expressing the human condition. The G minor symphony is one of the most dramatic symphonies and maybe one of the most famous, and which is why it's on our 100th anniversary season. It's actually the symphony that a lot of romantic composers like Beethoven, like Chopin, like Schumann looked back to in Mozart, and it kind of created the whole romantic idea where things got a little more agitated, a little more over the top. So this is Mozart at his artistic peak. He wrote this symphony in about 3 days, as is usual, and as I mentioned before, the melodies just poured out of him in a really natural way. It's a real honor, and it's a real, I think, responsibility for musicians to work with masterpieces like this, and to work with the music of a genius like Mozart is an incredible honor. It puts a lot of responsibility on you, but it's ultimately so rewarding for us to work with the music of Mozart and for you, our audience, to hear that music.